It seems as if yesterday, when Charlie walked into my class after his IQ dropped back down. That was nearly 20 years ago, and I still can't get over the expression on his face. He looks so happy, so much like how he was before the operation, and I think that's what upset me the most. I feel as if my guilty conscience reached out of my heart and grabbed it right out of my chest because I knew I was part of the operation. And at one time, Charlie knew it too. Seeing him sit there as if I never hurt him hurt too much, and I couldn't help but break down and cry all day and night. I was like a caterpillar in its cocoon, just waiting to break free, but couldn't because the nest was too thick. I hate myself for being a part of the experiment. I never knew I would grow so attached to Charlie. I want to go visit him like a Lauren will, but I'm scared he won't remember me or he'll ask me to leave. I wish I had a part of him to keep me sane. All I have is my movie ticket from the film Charlie and I watched 20 years ago. It brings me back to the night he told me how much he loved me and how he didn't know how to express it. I shouldn't have been so hard on him. I should have known his intelligence wouldn't last long. I often blame Dr. Myanmar for Charlie's results. One day we got in a huge argument, and it was a few days later after Charlie came into my class. All I really remember was screaming at him, more furious than ever before, and I can remember telling him if it wasn't for him, Charlie would still be in my class, and I shouldn't have tried to change him. I also remember he used mine and Charlie's relationship to prove me wrong. I was so mad that all of a sudden it felt like Charlie was standing in front of me rather than Dr. Nina. And I was trying to explain that I did care about him before and after the operation, and I started to break down again. I have sat outside the Warren home many times just thinking about Charlie and thinking about the things he used to say to me. He had always talked about the languages he knew, and he was so proud of himself. Often Charlie would act as he was Einstein and refer to himself as a retarded genius. Just like how Einstein was supposed to be diagnosed as mentally retarded, but he ended up being a math whiz. I don't understand why Charlie needed an operation for his disability. He was perfect the way he was before the operation, and I taught him well in my class. Maybe if he just kept going in my class, he would have had a chance to gain some intelligence over the years and prove to everybody he could learn a limited amount of knowledge. And that is what brings me back to it being my fault. I was excited over the operation at first, and now all I can do is frown upon myself for being blind as a bat and seeing that Charlie was perfect for the operation, before the operation. I miss him so much, I can't even put it in words. He was always so full of sad joy. He was pushing himself to learn and see things like other people did. I think about him every day, and I think I'm going to bring myself to go see him today.